It's Week 10 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Allen now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get this one.
Example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way?
First carry for Devin Singletary. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
Season, they were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Herbert on first down now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing now is Allen. Going for the deep ball. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Charger drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On first down, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man is Waddle, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And this time they were 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 31, Allen toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. To the air, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Singletary. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big game that time for the Chargers.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, what? All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Okay. Third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They defeated the Patriots. Up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for him.
Defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Allen.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Robert Tonyan His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Floating one, incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
31's the mic.
From the 24, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting it, I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
4 down, 4 down.
Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Allen again. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll make it 2nd down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Oh, no, he lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll be out of bounds.
All day, baby, all day.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that.